Hey YouTube friends and family, just a friendly reminder, if you enjoy content like this that is free, transparent, and not being hidden behind a paywall, consider subscribing to my channel. Alright guys, let's get into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So the goal of this portfolio has always been to beat the market. My main goal, especially beat the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the biggest mover right now in the market, and my goal is every single day to try to beat out the market. That's what I set for myself every single day. So throughout the day, I'll do a trade here and there, a little quick swing trade to lock in some profits. So today we finished in the green, about 1.37%. Let me see, did we beat off the NASDAQ? Yeah, looks like we beat the NASDAQ again today, and also the Dow and the S&P, so that's always good. Let's see how we did for the week and through the year. For the week, we're up about 6.36%. For the 1 month chart, we're up about 116%. 3 month chart is up 296%. And the 1 year chart looks like we finally cracked over 400% for the year. That's awesome. It's good to see. It's been a long year, but I'm glad we've made tremendous progress. And I'm pretty sure this is beating out the NASDAQ for sure for the year. But anyway, let's see how Tesla did for the day. Tesla overall is a little bit in the red today. It's fine. I'm hoping this dips honestly below 800. I want to load up on some more shares of Tesla. I doubt it'll ever get to below 800 unless there's a correction that happens. But for now, we're just going to hang out to our 10 shares of Tesla. Overall, we're up 142% on Tesla. My largest holding is Apple. If you guys want to check out, I've made a video on Apple. Prior to them announcing the vehicle that they're teaming up with Kia and Hyundai to build their Apple car. If you guys were following this channel, you already know that I made a video about that about a month ago, about how that was going to happen. And sure enough, Apple's been on a nice little run this past week. Overall, it's not indicative because it was a sell-off during the GameStop fiasco that was happening, but it's been slowly trickling back to its original value. Honestly, right now, Apple is incredibly undervalued after that big sell-off during the meme stock fiasco. And I definitely see in the short term, this is going to be over 150 bucks. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. You guys should always do your own research, but I think it's definitely not priced in the fact that they had over $100 billion in the quarter, and I could easily see this going probably by the end of the month at $150 plus. So, well, yeah, Apple's, like I said, it's a buy and hold forever company, and yes, so far we're down 0.46% on Apple. Next up is NIO. NIO finished a little bit in the red today, not too bad. NIO overall, they did show their delivery numbers and they absolutely killed it. I think they finished a little bit over 300%, beating their estimates, and that's awesome. Again, NIO's a long-term play. It's my Chinese EV play. If Tesla's my American EV play, and NIO's going to be my Chinese EV play. I think they're Tesla and NIO, or I should say NIO and Tesla, are going to be 1-2. And yeah, I'm planning to hold on to NIO for quite a long time as well. Currently, we're up 6.65% on NIO. Next up is Space. Space overall finished in the red today, and a little bit of a cool off. It's had a massive run this whole month, up over 131%. Absolutely amazing. Currently, we're up about 187% on Space. Next up is INSEEGO. You guys can check out my channel. I've made a couple of videos on INSEEGO. In fact, I guarantee you if you go to YouTube and you Google INSEEGO stock, I'm probably going to pop up. But yeah, I think that 5G in 2021 was a sleeper play. 2021 and beyond, I think 5G is a sleeper play that not a lot of people are focusing on. And yeah, INSEEGO is one of those plays that is my 5G play, and I plan to hold this long term. Currently, we're up about 44.41%, and it had a nice green day today overall. You guys can check out the channel. I've also made a video on ARKG. It's a very stable fund run by Kathy G. And as I mentioned before, if the foundation of my portfolio is Apple, I think the bolts or the glue would be ARKG. I think having these two stable, Apple stable company and a stable fund like ARKG is going to just do tremendous for my portfolio in the future. So yeah, I plan to hold on to ARKG long term as well. And I've also made a video on ARKG if you guys want to check it out. Currently, we're up about 13.71% on ARKG. Next up is Bloom Energy. This is my solar play. If you guys checked out my channel, you've noticed that I made a video about the Biden stocks, and I think one of those Biden stocks is the going to be solar energy, something that they're going to focus on the next 4 years. Overall, we're up about 15.89% on Bloom Energy. And again, this is a long-term 4-year play that I plan to hold on to. Next up is CPS Technologies. This is another space play, a lot like Virgin Galactic. Space is another. I think that when Kathy Wood does get her fund up and running, the ARKG fund, I think I wouldn't doubt that CPS Technologies could be in her fund. And this is all just my opinion, speculation, but this thing has had a massive run. And I want to show you guys something how absolutely incredible this is. Talk about Nostradamus here about predicting a high for the day. So I mentioned that I do like to make swing trades, and this happens to be one of them. I did have 150 shares, but I sold off a little bit right here. So I bought in January 125 shares, and right here I sold 50 shares at $29.59. Check this out. Look at the high for the day, what it was, $29.59. Overall, it was about $30, but it's talk about being able to time it in the market. Probably won't be able to do that ever again in my life, but what a perfect sell that was, I would say. Yeah, this thing, at that point, I was up about 160, 170%, so I took off my original investment, and now I'm just going to let the profit run. I should say, yeah, I'm going to let the profit run from here on out. So I'm sitting pretty right now, 75 shares. And yeah, this is a long-term play. I think that Kathy Wood could add it to her fund in the near future. Next up is IPOE. If you guys don't know, IPOE is one of the SPACs ran by Chamath, and it's going to be merging with SoFi. This is my financial exposure in the finance sector, so I decided to go with IPOE. I think it's a lot more modern for millennials, and you could do everything there. You could do debt consolidation, loans, student loans, credit cards, investing. So it's like a all-in-one platform, and I really think it's nice and intuitive. So currently we're up about 25.78% on IPOE. Next up is FUBU TV. Honestly, I have a lot of well, I believe this has a lot of potential. FUBU TV. It's a lot like Roku TV. In case you guys haven't checked out, it's like a streaming service. FUBU TV provides not so much Roku, I should say more like YouTube TV. It's a streaming service, but its main focus, the main niche is the soccer that it offers. I think it's going to be a big grower because I think what separates this from traditional Hulu and YouTube TV is that this offers a gambling aspect to it, which I think would be a huge thing to provide growth for the company in the future. And yeah, I'm holding about 50 shares, and we're currently down about negative 0.54% on FUBU TV. Next up is RIOT Blockchain. If you guys don't know about RIOT Blockchain, it's a company that basically follows the Bitcoin and tracks its movement overall. If Bitcoin rockets to the moon, RIOT Blockchain is probably going to rocket to the moon as well. So it's something a bit like having a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency exposure without actually being invested in it. So yeah, we're invested on this for the long term. Overall, we're down about negative 10.6% on RIOT Blockchain. Next up is Charles and Colvard. You guys don't know about Charles and Colvard. It's actually a mosaic play. It's a lot like a diamond. It's kind of like cubic zirconium, but it's kind of like something that's trending a lot when people are getting married. And it's kind of a play, a recovery play that, again, not a lot of people are focusing on. A lot of people are focusing on travel and vacations, hotels. But I think one thing that's under the radar are weddings. Weddings are a big thing that people are not aware of. That's also going to be a recovery play. A lot of people want to be married in person and not be restricted to COVID guidelines. So this after hours actually flew to the moon for a little bit because they did beat their estimates by 200%. And yeah, this is kind of, again, a spec play overall. Might hold on to it for a little bit, but overall we're up about 22.14% on this. Next up is Sundial Growers. This is a penny cannabis play. Another big spec play on my part, but I think once the legalization of, inevitably when it gets legalized, cannabis, I think this could shoot up for $5 by the end of the year. I plan to hold on. Again, all of this is my opinion, and this is financial advice, guys. You guys should always do your own research, but I think this could probably be $4 or $5 by the end of the year. It's again, spec play, but a lot like anything. Once they legalize MJ here in the States, this all cannabis things are gonna shoot to the moon. Every single thing, they're all undervalued at this point, so you can't go wrong with anything you pick. But I think this one, being a penny stock and it has a pretty good balance sheet, I decided to go with Sundial Growers. Currently we're down negative 0.481%. And my last play is Doge. If you guys don't know about Doge, it's basically the meme coin of all meme coins. I took out my initial investment, and again, I'm letting all my profits run at this point. I think, in my opinion, that's probably the wisest thing you could do. If you do have a run on a play, I would always suggest you take out your initial investment, especially if something runs up over 100%, and then just let the profits run. At least that's what my strategy is. And if you guys don't know, Doge had a nice big spike early in the morning. I think it was, early this morning it spiked to over 5%, not 5%, over 5 cents, sorry. And that's because, man, Elon is just like the pumper of all pumpers. Put again, Doge, absolutely hilarious, had Simba cut out and he put Doge right there, super funny. And he also had another one where Dogecoin is the people's crypto. So yeah, the Elon, every time he tweets out something about Doge, just be on the alert. In fact, I highly suggest you guys follow Elon Musk. If this dude ever tweets out anything about Doge, this thing's gonna pump. It's something that's my free tip for you guys, in case you guys are ever wondering if this thing's gonna move. But yeah, so overall we're up about 58% on Doge. So yeah guys, that's my portfolio review for the day. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, liking the video. I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Gio, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.